Hi everybody, it's Lisa. I'm here to show my latest project, which is a loaded envelope. It's a swap that I'm taking part in on the Journal Your Heart Out Facebook group. So this is the May swap, and it was really just the requirements were a homemade card and 3 full strips of stickers. But it's always nice to get these parcels through your letterbox, although I've only ever taken part in one swap before, but I thought it would be really nice for the person that is getting this just to get a wee bit extra. So I always like to do something a little bit more special, and I decided on a loaded envelope. So here it is. This is the paper. I am not sure what the collection is. It's possibly a Bow Bunny, but I really can't remember. And I always make my own envelopes just by using my scoreboard. And you just fold it up and you make a little pocket at the bottom, and then you cut and then turn back these little bits. So here is the standard windmill or pinwheel I think they call it. So I've made one of them to go in, and let's open the back pocket first. I have put together some ribbon and lace just for a special little extra thing, and I didn't really have a lot of stickers, and where I live you don't really have good access to them, so I'm hoping that where I'm lacking in stickers that I will make up for in goodies that I've put in the bag. So I've put in some stickers here, and I've also put in this one. So that is the sticker requirement. And in the back pocket I've put in a little journaling card, and because it's a journaling group, a page that somebody can use in a journal, and some little mini journals with envelopes. So that's in the back pocket. I've also made one of the tags that I like doing. They're multi-layered and they're really thick. You couldn't bend them, so I always like to make a nice tag and put it in. And this is from the Jane Austen collection on Artie Mays. I had quite a few bits and pieces left over from making my last journal, and the good thing about buying these digital kits from Artie Mays is that they're absolutely beautiful to use in other projects as well. You don't have to use them in a journal, you can use them in a card or here to make a nice tag. So I thought that was quite neat. This is also part of the digital kit from Artie Mays, and it's a little tag. It opens up, and what I've done here is I've used glossy accents and stickles all around here, and I've used Wink of Stella in gold all around the flowers, and a little bit of stickles up here, and just fastened it with some twine, and that matches the envelope really well. I've also put in some little die cuts and attached some little tags which I have distressed and aged, and this one here which I've decorated. Along here I've used some lace, and rather than decorate the envelope too heavily, I like to put stuff on that people can actually use again, so they can take off and use it. So instead of sticking the flower on the pocket, I've actually just attached it there so that the person receiving this could use it in one of our projects. Oh, and I've also stuck this little charm on the side just as a little extra. There's a couple of items in here that I bought from a craft fair. I do go to local craft fairs to support people who love to craft like me, and this was a lady called, I think it's Piccolo Home Crafts, and you'll probably find her on Facebook. So that's where I got this little guy. And this is also a little bookmark from Piccolo, and I think you'll see there she's used stickles and glossy accents just to decorate it up a little bit. Here I've put a library pocket and card which I got off Amazon, and people who do journaling really appreciate these. I'm going to show you something that you can use it for. This is how I've decorated one of them, and this was following a tutorial by Deli Girl 1961 on YouTube, and I've just decorated it with a napkin and distressed it and distressed the card, and there's a little bit of decoupage there. So that's just an example of how you could decorate your library pocket to make it look really nice. Here are some more little cards from the paper collection, and some library cards which I purchased off Etsy. I honestly can't remember who was selling them, but I use them quite a lot. They're really nice. It was a digital download, and I've decorated them and distressed them. A couple of doilies which I've distressed and decorated myself. These are and coated in decoupage, so these are really good for using in your journals or for other projects as well. You'll see I've used a doily to decorate this project, and this is one of the little folding journaling spots which I have distressed and stamped with a stitchy stamp, and decorated the top piece with some eyelash trim and a flower and some gauze. This stuff is amazing, and you just cut bits off, distress it and pull it apart, and it is really nice on your project. So that's what I've got around here. A little glassine bag which will be able, the lady will be able to use it again, and I've got a couple of flowers in there which I purchased from a lady that sells them on eBay. She hand makes them. And here another glassine bag with some little mini pegs and a little flower. Again, I haven't attached the flower. I've just used this clip so that the person can use it in one of their projects. So I think that's everything apart from this little glassine bag. This was another tutorial by Deli Girl 1961 where she showed you how to decorate glassine bags with a napkin, and it turned out really, really well. I'm really chuffed with that. And I've distressed it, and it's all sealed with decoupage, so I thought that was really nice to add in. And this is the handmade card I've made. I'll not take it out of the cellophane, but this was part of the Jane Austen 2 kit by Artie Mays, and what I've done is I've really just distressed round the edge, and I've backed it up with some music paper which I've distressed and just mounted it onto cream card, but I've very heavily distressed round the edges with all the kind of colours that you'll see here. So we've got Tattered Rose, and oh, there's quite a few. Tea Dye, Antique Linen, that's another one that's really good with this Jane Austen kit, and then decorated it with a little flower. And last but not least, if I can find it, just to get away from the antique looking things, I've just made a little card using all Stampin' Up products, and this says hoping your day goes swimmingly, and it's a little shaker card because no loaded envelope is complete without some form of a little shaker inside. So instead of a shaker tag, I've made a card. So that's it. That's the loaded envelope finished, and I'm going to send it off tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you really liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I'm really trying hard to make more videos and bring you interesting new projects. So thank you very much for now, and cheerio.